Good morning, viewers. As we've promised, we'll continue keeping a close watch on the tragic murder case of Willis Ayieko and the Eastleigh triple murders. The latest updates reaching our desk reveal that a sixth suspect has been apprehended in connection with the murder of Willis Ayieko. Meanwhile, authorities are digging deeper into how the prime suspect in the Eastleigh triple murders, Hashim Mohammed Dagane, managed to acquire Kenyan citizenship documents. We'll be diving into these developments in today's episode, so welcome, let's get right into it. The manhunt for the suspects linked to the brutal murder of Willis Ayieko has led to yet another significant arrest. On Friday, police, in collaboration with the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, captured the sixth suspect in this gruesome case. The suspect, identified as Duncan Onyango, alias Otuch, was cornered at his hideout in Bondo, Siaya County. But who is this man? What role did he play in this heinous crime? According to sources, Onyango, aged 48, was reportedly placed at the scene of the murder on the very day Ayieko went missing. Yes, you heard that right. Police have credible evidence that ties him directly to that horrific night. Authorities believe that Ayieko was not only abducted, but was also tortured before his life was tragically cut short. And guess where it all happened? Police reports have revealed that Onyango's house, located in Luanda Doho, Kisa West in Kakamega County, served as the chilling ground where Ayieko was tortured. Imagine that. A home turned into a chamber of horrors. But how did the police get this information? Well, the plot thickens here. In a remarkable turn of events, one of the suspects who had been previously arrested led detectives to Onyango's house. A scene reenactment exercise was conducted, and the grim details began to unfold. This informant was able to point out the very house where Ayieko was tortured, confirming the worst fears of investigators. Ayieko, a man respected in his field, had attended a funeral in Jem on that fateful day. However, he never made it back home. His loved ones, gripped with fear and anxiety, were left with unanswered questions. The tension only escalated when his vehicle, a Ford Ranger double cabin, was found abandoned at a petrol station in Vihiga County. What really happened that night? Surveillance footage from the petrol station paints a puzzling picture. It shows two men parking Ayieko's vehicle before vanishing into the night. Who were these men, and what was their motive? The police are now in hot pursuit of these individuals, hoping that their capture will unravel the remaining pieces of this murder puzzle. Now, as we speak, the family of Willis Ayieko is preparing for his final journey. The pain and anguish of losing a loved one under such tragic circumstances cannot be overstated. Ayeko's body is expected to be transported from Nairobi to his home village of Uhuru Woroya for an overnight vigil, ahead of the burial scheduled for Saturday. The family is demanding justice, urging the security agencies to pull out all stops to ensure those behind this heinous crime face the full force of the law.
I miss you. You made family and friends feel very welcomed in our home.
Friday was a day filled with tears, grief, and fond memories as friends, family, and leaders gathered at All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi to pay their last respects to the late Willis Ayieko. It was a somber moment, one that underscored the deep loss felt by many who knew him. Alego Usonga MP, Samuel Atandi, took to the podium, painting a picture of Ayieko as a man whose kindness knew no bounds. The call for justice grew even louder as Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi echoed the sentiments of the gathered mourners. "Let us dig deep and find out the people behind this," he urged, emphasizing the need for thorough investigations. Wandayi's words captured the urgency and the demand for answers that until now have remained elusive. And then came the most emotional moment of the day, the heartfelt tribute from Ayeko's widow, Esther Wagumba. Fighting back tears, she spoke of her late husband as a man who delighted in seeing others grow. Her words were a testament to Ayeko's character, a man dedicated to uplifting those around him, a man whose legacy of kindness will live on even in his absence. Indeed, the pain of losing a loved one is unimaginable, especially under such cruel circumstances. The Ayieko family is not only mourning, but also pleading for justice, urging the authorities to leave no stone unturned in their pursuit of the perpetrators. But as we wrap up this story, remember, this is not just about one man's tragic end. It's a reflection of the broader issues we face as a society. The rising cases of unsolved murders, the fear, the unanswered questions. They demand our attention, and most importantly, they demand action. But before we close tonight's edition, we have yet another story that needs your attention. We shift our focus to Eastleigh, where police are now investigating a case that has raised serious questions about our nation's security protocols. The main suspect, Hashim Muhammad Dagane, is under scrutiny for allegedly acquiring Kenyan citizenship through suspicious means. Who is this man? And how did he obtain these crucial documents? What's causing even more alarm is the revelation that Muhammad somehow managed to acquire Kenyan identity documents shortly after arriving in the country from Somalia. Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja recently appeared before the National Assembly Administration and Internal Affairs Committee, where he revealed startling details about the suspect. According to Mr. Kanja, despite Muhammad's claim to be Kenyan, he couldn't speak a word of Kiswahili, English, or any local dialect. The authorities were left with no choice but to bring in an interpreter during his interrogation. The question on everyone's lips is clear. How did this man, with no grasp of local languages, manage to secure Kenyan citizenship papers so easily? Was it a case of corruption within the system, or are there larger, more sinister forces at play? These are the questions that the police and parliamentary team are now grappling with. This case is not just about identity theft. It's a stark reminder of the potential gaps in our national security, gaps that could be exploited by individuals with dangerous intentions. As we follow this story closely, we will continue to ask the tough questions, shedding light on the truth behind these troubling events. My brothers and sisters, we've come to the end of yet another eye-opening episode. Alhamdulillah, it's been a journey uncovering the harsh truths that many would rather keep hidden. But here on LifeLens TV, we are committed to bringing you the stories that matter, with the integrity and depth they deserve. Inshallah, we'll be back soon with more hard-hitting reports and insights. Let's take a moment to pray for the victims we've discussed today: Willis Ayieko, the three women from Eastleigh, Waris Daud, Nusaiba, and her niece. May God grant them all Jannah and comfort their grieving families. Thank you for staying with us till the very end. Until next time, goodbye for now, and as always, keep it locked here on LifeLens TV.